Hi, I'm Lizada Hayes, and welcome to the Aurora celebration of 30 years of service. I am currently the Director of Community Impact at United Way of Southwestern Indiana. But in my former career, I had the awesome privilege to serve as the Executive Director of Aurora for 15 years. My job today is to give you a little background about Aurora and briefly catch you up to date over the last 30 years. Aurora began as an organization back in 1988 when an ecumenical church group called Church Women United was issued a challenge by their national board to become more involved with family homelessness. They put an ad in the paper and said, anyone interested in homelessness, come to this meeting. And so from that began the very early stages of Aurora. A coalition was formed, and the title of the organization was actually the Evansville Coalition for the Homeless Organization. And if you are familiar with that acronym, it was the very first ECHO in our community. 1995, staff coming on board was just the beginning. The executive director had more time to focus on community collaborations. And in 1998, the outreach team was formed with the first funding from the HUD, Continuum of Care. The outreach team was able to be boots on the ground and functioned very well as connector of individuals to services as well as providing information. In 2000, Aurora initiated the National Homeless Persons Memorial Day, and this is a time that we just set aside to remember those that have passed away while being homeless. It's a way to remember them, to remind us that we need to do everything possible to make sure that those deaths do not continue to occur. In 2002, the organization took a huge gamble. They began planning, in conjunction with the National Alliance to End Homelessness, a 10-year plan to actually end homelessness in our community. Aurora served as the convener and the catalyst for that planning opportunity. That planning process took 29 months and it involved over 200 people. In 2005, Aurora also decided to change their name from the Evansville Coalition to Aurora Incorporated.
Hi, I'm Susan Steinkamp. I'm the program director for Aurora. I've been with Aurora for 15 years, and in that time I've seen lives restored, hope rebuilt, and families reunited and stabilized. Doing this work with all the completely dedicated people who I've worked with over the years has been one of the most fulfilling things I could ever imagine doing. Aurora has grown. We've gone from only one team, the homeless outreach team, and only having 7 staff members to having 5 teams and 20 staff. We can help people today in ways I couldn't even imagine way back then. Our reentry team has been so successful at helping folks coming out of prison, we have been able to cut the recidivism rate in half for all the people in our program. Our rapid rehousing team helps folks get into homes by paying the upfront costs and giving support for a few months. Vision and Beacon continue to house the most vulnerable and provide the support they need to stay housed. This is permanent supportive housing. Outreach and Path work with those folks who live on the street, the ones with multiple barriers, the ones who have slipped through every crack, the ones with no support. These are the folks who die on the street without someone to give a helping hand. As I look forward, I see our greatest strength as the collaborations we have built with the state of Indiana, the city of Evansville, and all our great partners throughout the city. All of you. Homelessness is a huge problem in every major city in the country. No one entity, no one group of people, no matter how dedicated, can tackle it alone. But together, we're a mighty force. Together, we're building a system that can address the needs of folks who are struggling against the barriers that are keeping them without a place to call home.
Hi, my name is Wyeth Hatfield. I'm with Echo Healthcare. The caseworkers and really everybody at Aurora are just incredibly fantastic and helpful for someone who is trying to mitigate some of the circumstances that homelessness has on their health. And they do this in a variety of ways by linking people with this, helping people to remember what day their appointment is, and really passing on the kind of information that doesn't come to mind when you're in a day-to-day crisis.
Hi, my name is Danette Romines, and I'm with Ozanam Family Shelter. If Aurora wasn't here, it would leave a huge gap in services. Many of the homeless services each have their role, and Aurora's role is really filling in those spaces that other agencies can't reach because they are landlocked. With Aurora, Aurora can be that force that reaches out into the community and gets into the cracks where most people miss just because we're not able to leave our areas. Aurora has been really influential for me in what I do today.
Hi, I'm Chris Metz. I'm the Executive Director of Echo Housing Corporation. So Aurora is one of our most valued community partners. Aurora is really connected to people experiencing homelessness day to day on the street, and really serves as the bridge between the population we serve and our programs at Echo. And we probably would not have as effective a way to reach those clients if it wasn't for Aurora, being that bridge to bring us the clients that we serve. Aurora was not involved, we'd have far more people experiencing homelessness. More importantly, we'd have far less awareness about homelessness in our community. In addition to the services they provide, Aurora has been a fantastic advocacy group for those experiencing homelessness. A client who's been placed in the permanent supportive housing since July 1st of 2015 has came to us by way of Aurora. Aurora has been the point of entry for those clients into the service system. Aurora has been the warm handoff point of contact for those participants entering our system. So every homeless individual we serve through our program since 2015 has come to us by way of Aurora. I often talk about Aurora as the emergency room of homelessness. It's the first doors that are walked in, it's that first point of entry, and it's just such a vital link in the system that I'm grateful for Aurora and grateful for the work they do and for their partnership.
Hi, I'm Sarah Wolf. I'm the Executive Director of the House of Bread and Peace. The House of Bread and Peace is an emergency shelter for homeless women and children, and Aurora has been a part of helping the house, helping provide case management and services and resources to women and children living in the House of Bread and Peace since its inception. So Aurora has always been kind of had the finger on the pulse of maybe what's coming next as a community with the 10-year plan and things like that developed over time to make sure that the services in Evansville are keeping up with what's needed.
I'm Kelly Coors. I'm the Executive Director of the Department of Metropolitan Development for the City of Evansville.
I think you would find a lot more people displaced around the city than you do having Aurora as a coordinated access point and the street outreach team. The single mother who is struggling to make ends meet and gets displaced from the family home where she's been living and or can't find an apartment, can't afford to move someplace and is adrift. Aurora is the bridge from one place to the next for that little family. And I think you would see, without Aurora, I think you'd see more people adrift.